You know, they'll say like, oh, competitive pay or lots of home time, and they'll give you the fluff. But like for me, when I was looking for a company, I'm scanning through, where's the numbers at, dog? I don't need you to fluff me up and make me feel good. Tell me, what's the money? Let's talk business, okay? I don't like cheap talk. Don't beat around the bush. Let's cut the bush down and get to it. It's your boy Travis Kinley coming back to you with another one. Just hanging out. Still on home time. Hey, shout out to Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. The other day, he commented on one of my videos talking about, you're almost chilling as hard as I am. Yeah, hey, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Ross Johnson's Logic. Shout out to driver lineup, Eric and Jenna. Jenna's feeling better. That's great. Shout out to all the students from the PSD TNT group that are trifectoring. Can we say that? I put an ER and an ING on the end of it. That are trifectoring right now, that are working on trifectoring right now, that are working on those 30K miles. Shout out to everybody who is currently being patient while they wait to upgrade. Shout out to our driver lineup community. If you are not familiar, if you are not involved, but you are especially a prime driver or a driver that is interested in being a part of our community, you should definitely check out the link below this video in the description. Shout out to our Discord community. I'm actually on Discord talking with y'all right now, and I intend on paying attention to my Discord while recording this video because I really am just that relaxed. So maybe you remember from one of my other videos, I told you I was at this diner one time. It's like this, man, it was like this blast from the past diner, right? Massachusetts, can't remember where. It's the only truck stop nearby, whatever customer that was. Anyways, truck stop, the diner didn't even have a name on the outside of the building. It just said diner in flashing LED, well, probably weren't any LEDs, but whatever kind of lights that were just flashing lights said diner. So I was at diner, and, you know, real old school style, had a jukebox. I mean, had a little bar, real old looking stools and everything. Just a classic, right? Blast from the past. And I sit down at the bar next to this other guy. He's looking at a menu or whatever. So I sit next to him. No, I'm looking at the menu. He was eating, but I sit next to him and we start chatting it up. Well, real cool guy. But in our discussion, one of the things he talked about was like the company he worked for. And he was like, man, I don't get paid too much. He's like, I get paid 30-something cents a mile. I'm a brand new guy, brand new driver. Just got my CDL months ago. He's like, man, sometimes I'm getting these checks that are like $300 and $400. And he's like, man, I take home time and like they start jumping on my case after I've been home only 24 hours. I was like, man, dude, that's rough. Like, I don't even talk about Prime because I don't want to be that guy that while you're telling me a story that is kind of rough, I'm going to tell you how bright it is across the road, you know, at your neighbor's house, right? So I don't even talk about Prime or anything. I don't talk about pay. I don't talk about home time. I don't talk about anything. But then he started asking me some questions. I talked a little bit about it, but I didn't like toot the horn because I was like, that would not, if I was him, it would not feel good for somebody to be tooting their horn right in front of me, right? But that inspired me to make this video. I know I've mentioned it in another live or something like that. But anyways, that's what inspired this video, because one of the things he told me, he was like, man, it's my fault. He took accountability for his action. I really respected that guy. He said, man, it's my fault. I didn't really do any research before I chose the trucking company, starter company to be with. I was like, man, that's rough, dude. That's rough. You know, he admitted it though. He's like, I didn't do any research. And by the time I was working for him, he was like, that's when I started looking online to look at some reviews and stuff. And he was like, man, I couldn't find one good review. Let me get some water. He's like, I couldn't find one good review about the company. He said, I think I found one, but it seemed like, you know, it was just fake, right? Y'all know. Anyways, but it's like, So that's what inspired this video. I want to give you 5 guidelines. 5 guidelines for choosing a starter company. Let's go. Guideline number 1. Guideline number 1 should be obvious almost in a way. Why are we here, right? We're here for the money, okay? Sure, we love driving, we love the adventure and all of that stuff. But, you know, you can love the adventure, but if your company said, hey, look, we're cutting your pay this year, and then the next year they're like, we're cutting it again. After a while, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to go somewhere else, right? It's about the money. It's all about the Benjamins, used to be the saying, right? It's about the money. So many of us made sacrifices. We left life at home to come out here over the road so we can support our families and make the money. We want to bring in the dollars, right? So pay is the first guideline. If you are not aware, if you're looking to choose a starter company, listen, most companies, like 98%, there are not many companies, but like 98% of companies have their pay scale online. You can see what you're going to get paid, right? If you can't see it on the website, number one, for me, that's a red flag. If I can't see how many cents per mile as a company driver you're going to offer me, that's a red flag for me. So then I start going on forums. You start looking at YouTube, asking around, what is the starting pay for this company? Call a recruiter. See, what is the starting pay for this company? Now, I give companies this. It can be complex because sometimes it's about experience, about this, it's about that, yada, yada, yada. But if you're looking for a starter company, there is a base that they're going to offer all of their people who get their CDLs. There's a base. Or a base they're going to offer people, like if you went to a CDL school in your home city, you got your CDL, and then you're looking for a starter company, there's still a base they're going to offer you, okay? It doesn't change per new driver, all of that stuff. And if it does, that would have me feeling some type of way. Maybe I wouldn't choose that company, right? So pay, okay? Oftentimes it's right on the website. Oftentimes, I'm going to stop using this ottoman because I'm not like looking at you. Oftentimes, it's like right on the website. If it's not on the website, you know, they'll say like, oh, competitive pay or off the home time. And they'll give you the fluff. But like for me, when I was looking for a company, I'm scanning through, where's the numbers at, dog? I don't need you to fluff me up and make me feel good. Tell me, what's the money? Let's talk business, okay? I don't like cheap talk. Don't beat around the bush. Let's cut the bush down and get to it, right? Let's put some sunlight on the topic at hand. Tell me what's actually going on. Pay is number 1. Who's going to pay you the most, okay? Write a pros and cons list down while we're talking. Who's going to pay you the most? That's number 1 guideline. Guideline number 2 comes from my mom or my dad. I can't remember who said this to me. I think it was probably my mom. I think my mom told me, she said, listen, there's 2 things a lady wants to know. There's 2 things a lady looks at. And I remember saying this in the past videos. 2 things a lady looks at when she wants to know something about a guy before she ever talks to him. What is that? The ladies probably already know. The ladies want to know, what does your haircut look like and what do your shoes look like? What does your hair look like? What does your shoes look like? She wants to know what you look like at the top, what you look like at the bottom, because a lot about everything in between is going to tell me all about that. Okay? If your hair look messy, it look dry, it look like it got dandruff, you're probably you don't care about the health of your scalp, so you probably don't care about the health of your body. Right? Just saying. What do your shoes like? Your shoes look tatted up, right? That means more than likely it means, you know, your income is probably not the best. Now, we're not trashing anybody. Sometimes I wear trashy shoes. Don't get me wrong, but it speaks a lot about you. Here's another example. I don't have my shoes with me. I wear the 5-finger shoes, right? Toe shoes, whatever you want to call them. I wear them a lot. I imagine when people see my shoes, not just ladies, I imagine when people see my shoes, they think this guy's got a different personality. Okay, this guy's different. He's not just wearing a regular pair of Sperry's. He's not wearing his boots. He's got these 5-finger shoes on. This guy's probably got a different personality. He's probably got some sort of outgoing, you know, he doesn't mind standing out, sticking out, whatever. You can draw some conclusions based upon what type of shoes people are wearing. So your hair and your shoes. In the same manner, when looking at trucking companies, you can tell a lot about the truck and the trailer. You can tell a lot about the company based on the truck and the trailer. What do I mean? We're not throwing names out today, okay? I want you to know that. But there's a company I know of. It is very rare when I see a trailer of theirs that looks good. Just being honest. What do I mean by looks good? If I see a lot of rust, if I see a lot of dirt, if I see a lot of, hey, your trailer actually would fail an inspection right now. Like if you often see trailers from a certain company that's going to fail an inspection, that's not good. Okay, it's not good. Maybe you're like, well, how do I see trucks? Okay, drive down your nearest interstate for a while, or just sit. If you got a place you can sit on an overpass or something like that, just watch the trucks and trailers go by. Maybe, you know, if you have time to do that. If you don't have time to do that, roll through YouTube. Look at people's trucks and trailers. Just type in the company name and look at people's trucks and trailers. There are certain companies where trucks and trailers never look good. I'm only going to use companies for the good stuff. You know, we're not going to be on here trashing people's companies and names, okay? It's just not my style. But here's a company that consistently looks good, AutoZone. I'm just being real. I've never seen an AutoZone truck and trailer looking dirty and dingy and everything. Now, AutoZone's not a starter company, I know, but I'm just giving you an example. I've never seen an AutoZone truck and trailer looking all dirty and dingy and rusted up. And usually when they roll by me, because they do roll by me because I'm a prime driver, usually when they roll by me, they looking nice. You look sharp, dog. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, okay? Equipment is big, okay? If you see the trucks and trailers consistently looking dirty, consistently looking trashy, that speaks about not only their drivers, but it speaks about their company. Why haven't you retired that trailer yet, right? Like, that looks like an extremely old trailer, and y'all haven't retired these trailers yet. What's going on, okay? Number 1 is pay. Number 2 is equipment. Let's go to 3. Number 3 is home time, okay? Many of us out here have families, we have lives, we have things we like to do at home. I know, shout out to John St. Clair. John St. Clair and I really value church, family, corporate worship, right? Just being with people that we do life with, okay? Maybe that's something, whatever your values are, if you want to make it home, you can look up home time. A lot of the time you can look up home time on people's websites. Now, this percentage is a little bit lower. Let's put it at 65 to 70. About 65 to 70% of companies will tell you straight up what's home time like, okay, on their website. The rest of them, you just have to go on YouTube. You have to ask people on forums, get in these chat rooms, go in Discord. Maybe you'll find someone in there. But home time is important to us. Most people don't want to live out on the road. Most people, I know there's people that want to live out on the road, and I'm not knocking them. Most people want to take home time. You need to see how often is it normal for me to get home. Not, you know, let's not stretch it. How often is it normal for me to get home? Okay, number 1, pay. Number 2, equipment. Number 3, home time. Let's go number 4. Number 4 is reviews. Look at reviews, okay? This is one of my favorite ones on the list. Number 5 is my favorite. Number 4 is really high up there with number 5 though. Reviews, okay? Let's go back to that guy from the diner. That guy from the diner said he didn't do his research, but then after he read reviews after he had been working there, okay? Here's the second example for reviews is this. Other day, I was talking to a friend of mine who's talking about a different trucking company. Well, I went on YouTube, I typed in that trucking company's name, and real talk. There are, by far, more videos about people who have quit this company than any other topic about this company. That's not good. Actually, my wife is the first one who pointed it out because she was watching the videos with me. There are by far more videos about this company, about why they quit. I'm quitting such and such. Here's why I quit, why I can't do it no more, than about any other topic, than about money, than about trucks, than about any other topic. There are more videos about why people quit this company than any other topic. That should tell you something. Seriously, right? That should tell you something, okay? I'm glad to work for Prime Inc., and I'm glad there are so many of us out here on YouTube, content creators, and we have a lot more content about what we enjoy, what's going on, new trucks, what's going on in my truck, home time. We got these home time videos. I'm trying to get I feel like Lyle, I feel like you A1 on the home time videos. Is there a Prime driver that makes better home time videos than Lyle? Okay? Lyle is literally showing you his life, right? Like if somebody was to say, oh, you can't get no home time at Prime, you can literally just look on through Lyle's videos, all the videos he's showing you, he's like, yeah, I'm just chilling at the house, dog. Just been kicking it. I've been here for like 3.5 months, right? You know what I mean? You don't literally be there for 3.5 months. But I'm saying, like, you see my home time right now. I'm not rushing to get out the house right now like, oh, my dispatcher's hitting me up and yada, 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 right? Same was true when I was a company driver. Sure, I didn't spend weeks at the house, but I was never like crunched or pushed out of the house, or everything was straight, okay? When you look at these reviews, they can speak volumes about a company, okay? I'm not on here getting, like Ross said on one of his lives or something like that. No, it was his 1 year update, like his 1 year update about his 1 year with Prime. 2 year, my bad, dude. His 2 year update about being with Prime. Like Ross said, I'm not on here getting paid by Prime. Nobody from Prime has contacted me, giving me a script to write, record these YouTube videos for them. I'm recording you. Honestly, I'm doing this because I enjoy it, because at my last job, I edited videos and stuff. So like, this is a cool thing for me to do online. It's just, I have fun with it. It's something for me to do during my off time. So when I stop driving, I can put my mind on a different type of work that provides a reward that's quicker than trucking. So it's fun for me, right? Nevertheless, reviews. Go on YouTube. You on YouTube right now? Go on YouTube. Look at these reviews. Type your trucking company in. You're going to be able to tell like who's faking and who's really making, right? Like you can tell, okay? And this video is not to persuade you to Prime. This is so there are not more people like that guy I met at the diner. Just go look at reviews, read forums, whatever. Look at like past articles about safety scores on these trucking companies. A low safety score means that trucking company is not as invested in the success of their organization and drivers as a whole, right? Prime is constantly inspecting truck and trailers as they come inbound and outbound from their terminals, and sometimes it's super frustrating. But at the end of the day, every time I'm frustrated and I'm talking to someone, I have to tell them like, yeah, but at the same time, yo, it's super good that they're doing this. They don't want me to fail an inspection when I leave, number one, and they don't want something to happen to me or their freight, number two. They want us to get there, point A, point B, on time and safely, okay? Reviews, pay, equipment, home time, reviews. Let's get to my favorite, number 5. All right, number five. Let's get to number 5 because my family is probably on the way home. And it turns into like a jungle gym around here whenever they come back home. Anyways, number 5, okay, is metamorphability. Metamorphability. I made that up. METAMOR. You can use the F, but that wouldn't be right. PHABILIT and Y. Metamorphability. Metamorphability, of course, I took it from metamorphosis, from butterfly, caterpillar changes into butterfly. What I mean by that is this, and this one is kind of personal to me. So maybe your personality type's not like this. Just take the first 4 and ride on with it. Number 5 are for people who have personalities like me. I'm a guy who likes change. I enjoy change. Change challenges me. The potential for change causes me to reach for something constantly. Reach for something constantly. I like to change, right? I enjoy that. It sharpens me to change. Things are required of you in order to change, right? Quick example. There are some people who will complain about the requirements to be a trainer at Prime. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? Those are requirements for them to change from one to another type of driver. Right? For me, I see that as challenge. That's just something I got to get done. That's something I got to do. That's something I got to figure out how to meet that threshold, how to meet that goal. That's me. Metamorphability is important to me when it comes to trucking companies, because when I was searching for a trucking company, I wasn't looking for just some company where there's like 2 types of divisions, and one of the divisions I don't like I didn't want to be a flatbedder, right? So there's reefer and flatbed, and that's really all we got. We're not we have certain trainers. We have a third party that sources us with trainers. So no, you can't be a trainer. No, you're not going to become a dispatcher or anything else. You're not going to do anything else. We just need you to drive these loads and drop these loads off. That's not really a company I'm looking for. I want a company with a good metamorphability rating. That rating is given by me, of course. There's no governmental agency that rates metamorphability, but I want a good company that has a good metamorphability rating, meaning I can change from this to that, and in a couple years, if I want to be something else, I can switch to that, and a couple years, if I want to be something else, I can switch to that. My fleet manager used to be a reefer driver, refrigerated division driver. He used to be a truck driver. Now he's my fleet manager. Now he manages not only trucks, but he manages other dispatchers, right? So he's leading a team of people toward a specific goal. I like that. I think that's cool. Do I want to be a fleet manager? It's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, I think it's cool he used to sit in my seat, and now he sits in that seat. I think that's really cool. Metamorphability. Rob Lowe, owner of Prime Inc., used to be a truck driver. He leads the way in metamorphability. I think that's extremely cool. I think that is extremely cool. He didn't just start a trucking company and said, everybody do your own job. He said, I started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team. Started from the, you see what I'm saying? Metamorphability. That's what I'm saying. I can be a reefer driver, right? I can be a company reefer driver. I can be a lease reefer driver. I can then become a trainer. Maybe I just want to be maybe I want to be an in-house PSD trainer. Maybe I only want to do TNT, right? So then I can work my way to only doing TNT. Maybe I want to just run a team truck, don't want to train at all. You see? You see what I'm saying? Now, maybe I get tired of refrigerated division and want to do tanker. Or maybe I'm not tired of refrigerated division. Maybe I just want tanker experience. And then maybe I want to do flatbed because the summer's kicking up and I just don't want to do flatbed in the wintertime. But I do want some flatbed experience. So spring is coming in. I'm going to get some flatbed experience real quick. But after that, I do intend on going back to tanker. I just want a little flatbed experience so I know how to do it. Maybe I want to be an intermodal driver. Maybe I just want to do regional because I'm getting, my kids are getting in this season where I want to be a little closer to home, be able to pass through the house sometimes, maybe take home time more frequently, and that the higher revenue of running a team truck over the road is not as appealing to me. Maybe I want to go and be a dispatcher. Maybe I want to teach some classes, right? I recently took an ACE 2 class. I intend on doing a video about like my 3 biggest takeaways because that class was awesome. If you are at Prime Inc. and you haven't taken ACE 2, I strongly advise you to take ACE 2, whether you're lease or company. If you're company, you can still take ACE 2, is my understanding. I'm pretty certain about that. I know company drivers can take slingshot. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I think I'm wrong. Company drivers, I'm not sure if you can take ACE 2. Company drivers can take slingshot though. Nevertheless, if you're a lease and you're at Prime and you haven't taken ACE 2, I strongly advise you to take ACE 2. What a great class. Nevertheless, teacher in the ACE 2 class is a fleet manager, but she also used to drive. See what I'm saying? Been at Prime, something between 15, 20 years if I'm correct. See what I'm saying? Metamorphability is important to me. When I can't change, I feel boxed in. I feel stuck. And then in a very subconscious kind of back of my brain way, I start to panic a little bit. Because I'm like, oh, snap. If I can't grow, then this is where I'll die. And I'm not ready for the grave yet. That's how it makes me feel on the inside. So, number 1 is pay, number 2 is equipment, number 3 is home time, number 4 is reviews, and number 5 is metamorphability. So, it's your boy Travis Kinley checking in with you. Listen, this video is not meant to persuade you to come to Prime. I don't want you to come to Prime if Prime is not right for you. I want everybody to be where they feel strongly, they feel convicted they need to be. So, it's your boy, Travis Kinley. Reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, email, cell phones in the description of the video. I love you guys. Find you somebody to love. Don't forget, it's not about what you believe, it's why you believe it, and live free.